One of the mistakes that I've made on my journey is comparing myself to other people. I compare myself to other people a lot more than is healthy. And it's so easy to do, especially in today's world with social media and the internet. It's so easy to compare ourselves to other people. We all know that when you look at celebrities on TV, that this is an inaccurate representation of their human experience. But when we look at someone's Facebook account or we look at someone's YouTube channel, it seems so much more real. And it's so much easier to compare ourselves to those people. When we meet someone in our day-to-day life, it's so much easier to assume that the life that they are sharing with you, the version of their life that they're sharing with you, is their whole life, is representative of everything that they experience. But this isn't true. Everyone presents themselves to the world in a filtered way. And why wouldn't they? Right? If everyone run around just telling you exactly what was going on behind the scenes, every detail of their life, the good and the bad, we would overwhelm each other and stress each other. Our personal experiences are extremely immense and complex. And it's enough for us to deal with them ourselves, to then just share them fully with everyone. This would be exhausting. And not many people would want to be a part of those conversations. So when someone asks you, hey man, how you doing? What do you say? You say, I'm doing good. And you should say you're doing good. Right? Even if you're having a hard day. I mean, if you really want to open up with that person, you really want to connect with that person, and it seems like an appropriate and healthy and beneficial time to do it, then open up. But for the most part, in most of our interactions, we're just getting past the basic hello, and we just gotta say, yeah man, I'm doing great. Every single time someone asks you how you're doing, it's an opportunity to change your story, to create a better story for yourself. No matter what is going on in your life, you can just say, yeah man, I'm doing great. I'm doing good, you know? No matter your financial stresses or your relationship stresses, in that moment you can always find something good. And it's definitely beneficial for us to focus on that, especially in our human interactions. And on things like Facebook and YouTube, I mean, who wants to make a post, who wants to watch a video or read someone's posts about how difficult their lives are, or all the struggles that they're facing? No one wants to see that. It wouldn't be healthy for us to just get on these social platforms and tell each other all of our problems. That wouldn't be healthy or beneficial. So we naturally share the best aspects of ourselves. We take photos and we post the one that makes us look the best, that makes us feel the best. Right? We go on vacation and that's where we upload 20 videos to Instagram or 20 pictures to Instagram. But when we're working our day-to-day sort of drudgery lifestyle where we're just getting stuff done, well, we don't post pictures about that. Right? Why would we? It's not exciting. It's not something that we're interested in sharing, that we're enthusiastic in sharing. We're enthusiastic about sharing the best and most exciting aspects of our lives that make us feel good, that make us feel confident. And so that's what we share. It's what we share in our personal interactions with one another. That's what we share on our social media. But there is a shadow side to this. There is an unintended consequence. And that is that when we look at each other's lives through these filters, it's so easy to compare ourselves to this dualistic representation. This one half of the dualistic reality that is their lives, the good half. That's the half we show one another. And so that's the half we end up comparing ourselves to. And so we're looking at our lives, the full spectrum of the human experience, the full spectrum of human emotions. And then we're looking at someone else's representation of their life, where they're showing you only one half of the duality. And we're saying, why can't my life be like that? Why can't my life be like that? Because no one's life is like that. So it's really dangerous to compare ourselves to other people. If we set a standard for our life based on the representations that other people are sharing of their lives, then we're always going to be unhappy. So much of happiness depends on our definition of success. You have a definition of success, conscious or subconscious, that is defining every judgment you make of yourself. You have a definition of success that may be impossible to achieve. Many of us do. I know I have. My journey, I've had many definitions of success that were so impossible. And I told myself, often subconsciously, I was telling myself that I can't be happy until I achieve this success. Embrace the duality of your life. Accept that there will always be an ebb and a flow, and a good and a bad, and an up and a down, because that is a reality of the universe. That is a reality of who you are as a human being. Acknowledge that. Embrace that. And rewrite your definitions of success. Be aware of your definitions of success. And be aware when your definition of success is based on comparing yourself to someone else's representation of their lives. When you compare yourself to someone else, you deny yourself the opportunity to be you and to have your own experience. We are all unique individuals. Every single one of us has our own strengths and our own weaknesses, our own challenges and our own blessings. Our souls come here with their own intentions, and we inherit our own drama in the body from our ancestors, our family members, and our community. And all of these things combine to create this unique story of you. Your story of you is unlike any story that has ever been told or ever will be told. And if you compare yourself to other people and expect yourself to be like other people, to expect your story to be like them, then you are denying yourself the opportunity to experience the beauty and excitement of your own unique story. Embrace your story. Love your story. Love your life and the drama that you're born into. Embrace your soul's intention. Heal the wounds that you came here to heal. And never compare yourself to anyone else. Sometimes people have told me in my journey with depression, people have often said to me, well, look at those people over there. Look at how bad their lives are. You should be happy because their life is bad. This is the other side of comparing yourself to other people. We can compare ourselves to how good we perceive other people's lives to be, and we can compare ourselves to how bad we perceive other people's lives to be. I've never found comfort in this. In looking at someone else's suffering and saying, oh, well, at least I'm not suffering as much as them. This is something that's always felt wrong to me. And in my own experience, when I'm in a place of depression and sadness and I'm trying to pull myself out of that hole, if I looked at someone else's suffering, which by the way is also an unrealistic representation of their experience, it is also one half of their dualistic experience, seeing their bad and not their good. When I compare myself to other people's bad, I feel bad. I don't feel better. That brings me deeper into this loop that is often a part of my depression and many people's depression, which is this loop of hopelessness, this loop of saying, life is so bad, life is so terrible, everyone's suffering, I'm suffering, when will the suffering end? And when I look at someone else's one half of their experience, the bad half of their experience, I'm reminded about how difficult life can be. I don't feel empowered. I don't feel inspired. I feel weighed down even more by the darker side of life. And so I've found that the only path forward for me is to allow everyone else to have their experience, to acknowledge that every single person's experience is unique to them, and that every perception I have of their experience is a filtered perception, and that every single person's experience is dualistic in nature. It's good and it's bad. It's up and it's down. Advantages, disadvantages, challenges, blessings. All aspects of their experience are present. The best thing I can do to move forward on my journey is to give everyone else the freedom to have their experience, to not judge them, to not push them, to not pull them, and to allow me to live the beautiful journey that is my experience, and to look at it holistically, the full representation of the dual nature of reality. Good and bad, these are labels we put on them. And if we can sink into that observer role, if we can let go of resistance and craving, and allow the ebb and flow to occur, then we can empower ourselves to work within that natural ebb and flow, to create the life that we want to create. But if you set a standard for yourself, if you set a definition for success that involves you escaping that ebb and flow of the dark and the light, then you will always be unhappy and you will never be successful. If you want to be empowered, if you want to feel free, if you want to be a master co-creator of your reality, then work with the laws of nature, with the dualistic reality. Ride that ebb and flow like a current, like a surfer on a wave. Embrace the phases of your journey where things are good and exciting and feel amazing. Embrace that. Prolong it. Cultivate it. And when things start to move into that denser, darker side of life, allow it to occur. Don't resist it. Don't cling on to the light. Dive into that shadow with confidence and courage. Dive into that shadow and learn what you need to learn. Heal what you need to heal. And if you can let go of resistance of that shadow, you can move through it more quickly. And you can come out the other side supercharged and ready for that next positive wave, that next high point in your journey. Life is about growth. Your soul came here to expand. And you can't expand and grow if you're just in a blissed out state on Instagram all the time. If your life was like all those Instagram pages that you look at, if your life was all like all those YouTubers who seem to be living in luxury, and bliss. If your life was like that, you wouldn't grow. Every challenge in your life is like a cocoon. In order to become the butterfly, you must break through it. And every time you become the butterfly and you experience the joy of that transformation, it's only a matter of time before you realize you're in another cocoon, that you're still a larvae of some type. And you can break through that cocoon and find yet another butterfly, another beautiful transformation taking place. And you can reach new levels of joy and happiness. It is that dual nature of the light and the dark that empowers us to grow so much, that empowers our souls to heal and expand so much while we are in the body. So don't compare yourself to other people. Allow yourself to have your experience. And enjoy the ride. Hope this video helped you. It helped me to make it. Till next time.